What was your idea behind writing this book? Like, what compelled you?
I think we've mistaken Thompson. I think that we see him more as like a Doonesbury character. People who know him really well don't, but I think that most people, through whatever cultural forces that we've had, don't realize he's a voice.
Because a lot of people don't know the comparison, the Doonesbury character.
So I think in the 80s or 70s, 80s, 90s, the cartoon Doonesbury by Gary Trudeau, it became, there was a character on it called Uncle Duke, and Uncle Duke was based on Hunter Thompson. And he was kind of an exaggerated version of Hunter Thompson. He was a cartoonish version of Hunter S. Thompson. And I think Terry Gilliam did a wonderful and kind of auteurish job on like a brilliant job on Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but that's also an exaggerated version of Hunter Thompson. And we forget today the amount of work Hunter Thompson did, the effort he put out. We forget that he was a straight journalist, where he did the freelance assignments. He wrote the straight articles for years to make money for his family. And it wasn't until he had his breakthrough with Hell's Angels that he could develop the style that we identify with today. And so it kills me that we identify him more as a clown or like more as a cartoonish figure as opposed to a very serious political thinker, political activist, and serious writer who can give us insight into the fucking shit show we experience every moment today.
Well, I think the perception of him is fairly nuanced. I don't think that everybody thinks of him as a cartoon character, although particularly later on in his life, he was relegated to that because he really didn't speak well. Later on in his life when he was just the drugs had taken over.
Alcohol. And the alcohol. Yeah. His son writes about the alcohol. Juan writes so beautifully about the toll alcoholism took on Hunter S. Thompson.
Well, he couldn't talk anymore. I mean, when he was deep into his 60s, it was so hard to even understand him. There's a awful piece that he did with Conan O'Brien, where Conan went to Woody Creek and shot guns off the back porch with him, and you could barely understand a fucking word Hunter's saying.
That's why I tried to end it with Nixon leaving, because it was really sad. When Nixon resigned, Hunter Thompson was at the Connecticut Hilton, which is a hotel right by the White House. Annie Leibovitz, the photographer with Rolling Stone, was calling him and saying, "We need to get to the White House. Nixon is leaving. Like, he's going to get on the helicopter." And Thompson just laid in the grass, and he didn't go. And that was heartbreaking. And